More than 2,500 pounds of food rescued from the trash. One Elkhorn Girl Scout turned a cafeteria problem into a community solution and earned the highest honor in the process. First Alert 6, Erin Hartley shares how she's distributing food to those who need it.
The way that it empowers young girls is just so beautiful.
Kansas Lohmeier has always been an advocate for the environment.
It's kind of been a thing since I was very, very young.
That passion drove her to earn the Gold Award. It's Girl Scouts' highest honor. Girls have to identify a community issue and create long-term impact. In November, Kansas created the Food Bins, a project that collects untouched cafeteria food and redistributes it to the community.
But as a part of federal law, obviously, our lunch staff is required to have a student take a fruit or vegetable with every meal. And oftentimes it's not something that those kids are wanting to eat, or it's just not something that they were thinking about having for their meal today, so it just goes right into the trash can. I just thought it's like so unfortunate to see so much food, perfectly edible food, going directly in the trash cans.
Now more than 2,500 pounds of food has been donated across Omaha and Council Bluffs.
We put food bins on top of every trash can that collected all of these edible food donations, and we then kept them for about half the week and partnered with Saving Grace Perishable Food Pantry to redistribute them throughout the city of Omaha.
It's a timely effort as schools get out for the summer, food insecurity for families goes up, and budgets are strained. And even after she goes off to college, her project lives on for the community.
But it feels like a culmination of everything that I've kind of worked towards, not only in Girl Scouts, but throughout the rest of my life.
In Elkhorn, Erin Hartley, First Alert 6.
Gosh, what a great idea. Well, Kansas will receive her Gold Award tonight at the Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska Highest Awards Ceremony. And our very own Erin Hartley is tonight's MC for that event.